Hello there, welcome back. Stories to Live By with Ms. Wagner, inspired by my students. Today's story is a World War II story. It's about Viktor Frankl, and I'm sure that most of you have heard of him. He was known for writing Man's Search for Meaning. Before being in the concentration camp, Viktor Frankl was a neurologist and he was a psychiatrist. And when World War II broke out, because of his Jewish identity, he was placed in the concentration camp. And one of the things that he talks about is the way that he was able to get through that horrible experience was because of his training, for one thing, but he found that when a person had meaning, when a person had purpose in their life, that they were able to undergo incredible suffering. And one of the things that helped Viktor Frankl get through that horrific time was his wife. And he talks about when he was in the concentration camp, he had that memory of his wife, even though he had been separated from her because she went to another camp. They didn't know where each other had gone. But he would think about her, and he would think about her smile. He would think about her look. And there were times when he would find a place in the concentration camp where he could be alone, maybe for about 5 or 10 minutes, and nobody knew where he was. But he would spend that time with his wife and thinking of his wife. And then he says that one day he noticed that there was a little bird, and you never see birds in concentration camps. But there was this little bird. It was only there for a second, and then the bird flew off. And Viktor Frankl took that to mean to be a sign from his wife that she had passed on. When he was liberated from the concentration camp, Viktor Frankl went on, was able to get his book published. He said that was one of the things that got him through the concentration camp, was he had to get this book published, and it was called Man's Search for Meaning. And a few years after the war ended, Viktor Frankl remarried, and he married a Catholic woman, and some people were pretty upset with that. Being Jewish, they thought that he would marry somebody of the Jewish faith. But what they did, in their home, they had the Star of David and they had the crucifix right next to each other. They shared each other's religious beliefs. Neither one of them converted. You have to give up your religion to be with me. My religion is better than your religion. No, that wasn't the case. I will love you unconditionally. I want you to stay in your religion. I want you to stay with your religious beliefs. And we can coexist side by side. What a concept. So to have two different religious beliefs side by side. They went to church together. They went to the synagogue together. They celebrated Christmas. They celebrated Hanukkah. What a shining example of how two religious traditions can coexist side by side in a marriage. So there is hope for humanity. That's a story to live by, and I'll see you again next time with another great one. Take care.